In this episode of 10 Best Ones, we are going to check out the top 5 best laptops for college in 2018. I made this list based on my personal opinion, and I tried to list them based on their price, quality, durability and more. If you want to see the price and find out more information about these cameras, you can check out the links down in the description and the comment section below. Okay, so, let's get started with the video. At number 5, we have the Panasonic Lumix FZ80. The Panasonic Lumix FZ80 would be a good option if you are a photographer who wants to find its own way to the world of photography without having to spend thousands of dollars. From a design perspective, the FZ80 features an attractive, compact construction that is finished in a sleek black color, so it does look pretty good especially when you're holding it in your hands. At the front and at the back, you can instantly notice that this camera has a deep hand grip, which I find I really like, and at the top, there is the shutter release button that is literally surrounded by a zoom control lever. Slightly behind, there are the two programmable focus buttons such as the FN1 or 4K photo, and the FN2 and post that sit next to a dedicated record button, of which you can take an advantage when you want to record videos. At the back, slightly below the viewfinder, there is the 3-inch screen, which is surrounded by a circular control panel which is surrounded by couple of more buttons, of which you can take an advantage for doing various adjustments. In terms of connectivities, this camera has micro USB and micro HDMI ports, while on the other side, the FZ80 has Wi-Fi for image transfer, and all you have to do is just download the dedicated Panasonic Image app, which is compatible with iOS and Android. But now, let's talk about the performance. The Lumix FZ80 has a full range zoom of 60x, which is great for the price due to the fact that you can capture even the most distant objects without any problem. In addition, the 18.1 megapixel sensor is quality enough to produce realistic and vibrant photos, so you will feel confident to shoot with even more expensive cameras as well. I'd also like to inform you that this camera can record photos at up to 30 fps, which is pretty cool, because you can capture even the most dynamic objects. Before we end, I'd like to mention that this model is incredibly effective for night shooting session, which is always welcome. To conclude, the FZ80 is worthy of considering, so if you're a beginner, give it a try and assure yourself of its capabilities. Next up, at number 4 we have the Nikon D3300. The Nikon D3300 is one of the best and most sold DSLR cameras in the market, which is oriented towards beginners who want to pursue deeper with their career. From a design perspective, the D3300 has a black, compact body that is accompanied by a 3-inch screen which is located at the back, and surrounded by menu and playback buttons on each side, while slightly above, there is the viewfinder, that will give you a clear insight of what you're going to capture. In addition, a really interesting thing about the LCD is that it has 921,000 dots, which is more than good to let you see plenty of details. At the top right, there is a shutter release button, a button for controlling the flash settings, and an exposure compensation control which are held by the grip, so you can shoot, and have an easy access to the controls without any effort. Moreover, I'd want to inform you that this camera doesn't integrate a Wi-Fi, but it supports wireless data transmission to smart devices. If you want to wirelessly transfer images, then you can invest in the optional WU1A wireless mobile adapter and you're good to go. Moving on, the camera has a built-in microphone which is really useful when you're recording videos, so I think that you won't find any remarks. Now, let's talk about the features. The Nikon D3300 uses a 24.2 megapixel CMOS DX format sensor which will let you capture photos that will be well defined with great contrast, accurate colors and plenty of details. I'd also want to inform you that the camera's native sensitivity range starts from ISO 100 to 12,800, but it can be expanded to 25,600, which is impressive, due to the fact that you can shoot in various lighting conditions. Another great thing about this camera is that it will let you have a continuous shooting rate of 5 fps, which is great for the beginners who want to start capturing dozens of moving or fixed objects. Overall, I highly recommend this camera because it offers a great value for the price you pay, so give it a chance because you would never be disappointed. At number 3, we have the Canon PowerShot G9X Mark II. The Canon G9X Mark II is definitely a bang for the buck because it is Wi-Fi, NFC and Bluetooth enabled on one side, while on the other, it has a quality processor and sensor that guarantee wonderful photos. From a design perspective, this camera is available in two colors of which you can choose from, such as black, and silver with brown, which we are currently reviewing, but regardless of your choice, both of them perform equally good. The controls are simplistic, and all of them are located at the top and the bottom. To be more precise, there is a mode dial, power and zoom level, playback buttons, and a flash pop-up switch, where all of them are placed on the top. At the back, there are 4 buttons that sit next to the 3-inch LCD screen and they include info, quick control, menu and movie, which will be of a huge use for everyday shooting. At the front, you can immediately notice that the sides are finished with a brown clothing fabric, which is surely a good addition to the overall aesthetics. But now, let's talk about the performance. This camera is powered by a large 20.1 megapixel CMOS sensor and a DIGI-C7 image processor that will help you get the best defined photos like you've never seen before. Regardless if you're shooting at night, or during the day, the color, both the bright and dark surroundings can be captured properly, without losing any quality at all. If you want to capture a photo of a fast-moving object, then don't worry, since this camera is capable enough to let you have a continuous shooting rate of 8.2 fps, so virtually, you can't miss anything. Moreover, there are 8 presets of which you can take an advantage in order to fine-tune the color and the contrast, so the picture would look exactly as you want. If you seek more styles, then you can download additional styles from the picture style editor, so you will be equipped with endless possibilities. To conclude, Canon G9X Mark II is a must for every photo enthusiast who is looking for an attractive camera that performs equally good with photo capturing and video recording. Moving on, at number 2 we have the Pentax K70. The Pentax K70 is a great option because it is suitable for novices and more advanced users who are looking for a quality camera that promises perfectly defined images. From a design perspective, the Pentax K70 features a dust-proof and weather-resistant body that packs a vari-angle LCD monitor that can be rotated to the front and flipped upward and downwards for convenient usage. Above the monitor, there is an optical viewfinder, while on the top and on the right, there are buttons for accessing the menus, deleting photos, zooming, capturing photos and more. At the front, there is a 24-megapixel, APS-C AA filter-less CMOS image sensor, with 18 to 55 mm WR lens that will ensure quality photo and video captures like you've never tasted before. Now, let's talk about the features. The K70 has an impressive ISO range from 100 to 04800, while its continuous shooting rate is up to 6 fps, so there can't be anything that could miss. Take in mind that the 6 fps is great for the price you pay, so I think that you're gonna be very satisfied. Moreover, this camera is capable enough to record full HD 1080p videos, so I have to admit that Pentax has done a great job in creating a versatile camera. I'd also want to inform you that this camera has a built-in Wi-Fi that will significantly ease the transfer of all of your videos and images. That's why, you can download the Image Sync app, which is compatible with every Android or iOS device, and take an advantage of it without hesitation. Another great thing about this camera is its prime image engine that reduces the image noise to the minimum, so everything you've recorded will look as realistic as possible. Moving on, this model sports 11-point autofocus system as well, so it does lock onto subjects extraordinarily quick. This is mainly because of the 9 cross-type sensors that are positioned in the middle, with the intention to ensure that nothing could be missed. Overall, the Pentax K70 is a top choice for everyone who is looking for a quality camera that has a reasonable price tag. At number 1, we have the Canon EOS Rebel SL2. The Canon EOS Rebel SL2 would be a top option for everyone, including the beginners who are looking for DSLR camera that combines a reasonable price, attractive design, and a powerful photo delivery. From a design perspective, the Rebel SL2 features an impressive build quality, starting from its deep grip that is adequate for people with large and small hands, and all the way up to its vari-angle LCD touchscreen that offers a crystal-clear sight for your ultimate user experience. At the top, there is the mode dial, which offers plenty of useful options of which you can take an advantage and adjust the camera according to your desires. Also at the top, there are dedicated controls for adjusting the ISO, the playback, live view and the exposure compensation. In addition, there are control buttons that surround the viewfinder, and a circular button that is surrounded by 2 more buttons on the right of the screen. Speaking of the connectivities, this camera has a built-in mic jack, a standard mini USB port, and what I love the most is the fact that the camera is Wi-Fi, NFC, and Bluetooth enabled, so you will be well equipped with everything. But now, let's talk about the performance. This model uses a 24.2 megapixel CMOS APS-C sensor and a DIGI-C7 image processor, which is amazing, due to the fact that they will equip you with versatile shooting options. Or even better said, regardless if you're shooting at dark or bright surroundings, the image quality will maintain its quality to the maximum. In addition, you can record 60p videos without any problem, since the dual-pixel CMOS autofocus will keep the focus right in price, so you shouldn't worry about anything. After you're done with your shooting sessions, then you can transfer all of your pictures and videos via the Canon Camera Connect app, and upload them directly to the social media. To conclude, the Canon EOS Rebel SL2 is a must-have, so if you ever decide to purchase it, the camera will ensure that you would never regret that decision. Thanks for watching, I hope you liked this video. If this video was helpful to you, please remember to leave a like and subscribe to my channel to see more videos like this in the future, and if you have any questions related to these cameras, you can leave a comment down below and I will get back to you as soon as I can.